Overcoming holiday materialism. Now, if you don't think that this is your problem, give me just a second, because materialism impacts all of us. We're putting this video out around the holidays, so obviously that is where our focus is, but materialism happens all the time. If you don't think you're materialistic, just ask yourself a couple of questions. Do you care what brand of clothing you wear? What type of car you drive? Do you care what your home looks like? Does anything matter to you when it comes to giving or receiving gifts, especially around a birthday or a holiday? Do you worry or think about a lot what you're going to give to other people? Or do you think about what you want to receive? All of this is materialism. And the reason that we're talking about it isn't because materialism is terrible. It's unhealthy. Studies show that people who are materialistic have much higher stress levels and much lower happiness levels. So if you want to have low stress and higher happiness level, then stick around, because we're going to clean all of that materialistic tendency out of your life. But first, I'd like for you to check and see if you are a subscriber here. And if not, go ahead and subscribe. All you have to do is click the subscribe button and then go ahead and click that bell. If you see that, that's just going to give you notifications when we drop a video like this to help you live a better life. Also, if you like the topic of this video, will you let me know by clicking the thumbs up while you're clicking the subscribe button too? Okay, I'll be right back.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
Before we get started on this topic, I just want to let you know a little bit about my life. I live in a nice home. My office is in my home. I love it here. I drive a nice car. I have nice clothes. Why do I have nice things? Because I like nice things. But focusing on what we have, instead of allowing it to be part of our lifestyle, is what the heart of materialism is. If you look out in the marketplace these days, a lot of people, I've got an iPhone, it's not the newest one. Why do I have it? It's a good phone and it helps me to conduct my business and personal matters. If you look out in the marketplace, people are so eager to get the next thing so that they have the newest and the latest. And that is a sign of materialism. Being overly focused on what you're going to get, what you're going to be able to give someone in the form of a gift. And all of this focus on material ownership is really detrimental to your mental health. It helps us to falsely believe that the things that we have define who we are. And they don't. The things that you have don't define who you are. Some of the happiest people that I've ever had the pleasure of encountering in my life live in destitute conditions in very, very poor areas. Why are they happy? How are they happy? How do they have smiles on their faces? Because they're not defined by their material possessions or their circumstances. And as we are in the middle of a holiday season right now, as this video is being recorded, or even if you found this video and it's the middle of a season that's not a holiday season, but especially during the holidays, we are really focused on stuff. What stuff are we going to purchase and put in a box and wrap in pretty paper and put pretty bows on it and give to someone? Now, another thing that I want to just go ahead and confess, I love giving people gifts. I don't just give people anything though. I give meaningful gifts to people with intention. I don't say, oh, well, I have to give Josephine a gift, so let's go out and shop for a gift for Josephine. That's not the way that I am, because that is more of a materialistic spin. So if I have to go out and shop for a gift for Josephine, no, I'm going to create something for her instead. Does that make sense? So for those of us who have come from a place, I used to be so materialistic. So for those of us who have come from a place of materialism and now are learning to live more minimalistically, which is so much happier and so much more comfortable, how do you make that transition? And there's really 3 steps that I want to give you today that can help you transform yourself from being really caught up in what you have and what's around you and what other people's perceptions are of you from a material standpoint to being content. And in being content, I'm not saying that I don't want to expand my business and continue taking on new clients and help other people. I'm not saying that I'm not going to earn more, be more, or do more. I'm saying that that is not the sole focus of my life only for material gain. I know when I have material gain now that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to have more stuff, or nicer stuff, or different stuff, or bigger stuff, or smaller stuff, whatever stuff. It means that I'm going to have more possibility. What does that mean? It means that there's more possibility for me. I can help more people. I can give more. I can create more. So if you're stuck in this materialistic cycle, here are the 3 things that you can start doing right now. And it's going to be a little bit of a process. Be kind to yourself. Allow yourself the process. If you're stuck in this materialistic swirl. The first one is, and I was just teaching a class a short while ago before recording this, and I told the students this: start your day in gratitude. Gratitude helps predisposition your mind to find what's good and positive and happy in the world. If you start each day, and I mean your very first thought, train yourself to have your very first thought be a thought of gratitude for something, anything, the air that you breathe, the pillow, the sheet, the fact that it's dark in your room. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's still dark. That's neat. The whatever, anything, big, little, whatever. Train yourself for that first thought of your day to be gratitude. What gratitude does, in addition to predisposing your brain to find the positive, is it turns what you have into enough. I'm going to say that again. Gratitude transforms what you already have into enough. If you're watching this video, that means that you have technology. You're rich. If you're watching this video, that means that you have power of some sort, electricity. You're so wealthy. If you're watching this video, it means that you have the luxury of time to invest in your own personal growth. Congratulations. How abundant. When you find gratitude in all of these things, then you find yourself being a little less grabby of all the stuff that's out there. Gratitude is your first point. The second thing that I want you to start thinking about, until such a point that you feel really drawn to carry it out, is giving. Okay, so I just said, do I want to earn more? Yes. Why? So I can give more. So I can have more? I mean, yeah, I'll have more-ish, maybe. But I'll be able to make a bigger impact in things that are important to me, people who are important to me, provide for other people who can't provide for themselves. Why do I sound so excited about giving things away? Because it feels good. It gives me a deeper sense of purpose. So gratitude turns what you have into enough. Giving, having a heart and a mind for giving or contributing, gives you a deeper purpose and connection with the fact that you are part of the whole universe, and so are the other people or animals or entities that you're gifting, that you're blessing with gifts. So you're elevating yourself and them. And it feels better. And all of a sudden, you start to think, oh, this material thing doesn't give me joy, but the feeling of gifting it to someone does. Wow. I love Christmas morning. I've grown up in a Christian household and I have one now, and we celebrate Christmas. And Christmas morning, I love giving lots of gifts to our kids. We have 5 kids. There's a lot of presents. And my husband and I like to give gifts to each other. But almost every year, I find myself at the end of gift wrapping, and I have this pile of presents next to me that I haven't opened. Why? It's not because I don't want them. I'll open them and I'll enjoy them and I'll be grateful for them, the abundance. But it's because I get so excited watching everyone else open up the things that have been hand-picked, hand-selected, hand-wrapped for them, that I forget that there's this pile of stuff. There's that word again. It's just stuff. Giving. Now, some people may say, well, you're getting the better gift of feeling good for giving, but you're just passing along the materialism. Not necessarily. My favorite gifts that I'm giving this year are things that I've made. I'm an artist. I also like to craft a lot. I've made a lot of the things that I'm giving our family. Why? First of all, I love creating. Second of all, I'm not just going to give a meaningless thing to someone because it's a holiday that requires the social convention of giving wrapped things. Gratitude turns what you have into enough. Giving gives you a higher sense of purpose and fulfillment. Try it. Try it. Just watch. I'll give someone something if I can't watch them open it. I mean, obviously, if it's for them, I'll send it to them or whatever. But I love that moment. That's my selfish moment. I love that moment when I can actually watch someone open something. It just gives me so much joy. Like, watch the joy on their face or the confusion if they don't know what it is, whatever their reaction is. It's just fun. That's a magical moment of what is this? What is this? Such positive energy. And the third thing that I would really like you to do to examine your materialism is to just walk through your physical space, your home. And I'm not saying throw away a bunch of stuff that doesn't belong to you if you have other people in your home like I do, but examine the things that are yours and ask yourself, why do I have this? Does it bring me joy? And if you don't know why you have it and it doesn't necessarily bring you joy, ask yourself, is there somewhere else this could go? I call this part of the process searching your heart, because you're searching your heart for meaning in everything that's in your space, because everything that's in your space has meaning. Those things back on that table, that painting that I made, all have meaning. And I only have them there because the meaning is significant to me in my life at this point. If something's not significant to you, let it go. And don't just throw it away. I love blessing things that I'm going to release and then making sure that I donate them to a worthy cause where the actual item can either be used by someone who needs it or wants it, or it can be utilized in a different way, sold or something to help financially benefit an organization. Those three things can really change your life. And the only thing that you really have to do to put them into action is to intentionally practice them. Those three things are really how I went from being a shallow materialistic person to this balanced woman you see before you. I have good days and bad days, but mostly I'm balanced and I'm happy. And what I have is most definitely enough. And am I earning more? Absolutely. Why? Because it's enough as well, and I'm going to be able to make a difference, and you can make a difference too. I'll tell you, you'll tell me that I've helped make a difference in your life if you make sure that you've hit that thumbs up button and that you're a subscriber here so that you know whenever we drop a video to help you live a lower stress, higher happiness life. I'll see you next time.